Hey everyone, it's me, Clarence Wilson, and welcome back to Inside the Eyes of Clarence Wilson. Now, last episode or whatever was about politics. This one's about religion. Now, this one's a little bit on the sensitive side because there's a lot of religions, and I'm not here to offend or dishonor your religion. Um, but in life, you have a whole bunch of religions that believe in multiple different things. Then you have religions that believe in the same but have similar differences that, distinguish, which one they are. You also have other ones that don't believe in God. That's not particularly me, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to other religions, but I feel like religion has to be somewhat based off of a god or multiple gods or whatever. I don't consider Scientology a religion, more a thing that I know that actors and stuff like that, and then like I'm hearing that they talk about an alien looking squid thing called Cthulhu. I mean, the guy looks pretty badass, but I mean, I don't know. I him in replacement of like what I believe in. I believe in God personally. I believe in I believe in the afterlife. I do believe in reincarnation. I feel like reincarnation of like something different. I don't know. I feel like if I don't I feel like I'm given a choice maybe that if I died I can go up to heaven, or if maybe my actions I'm probably going to hell because I'm not a saint by no means. But I do believe in like reincarnation. I do believe in a past life. I believe personally that in a past life I was something. Don't know what. I can make up what I think that it could have been. Probably like a mighty Spartan warrior or something, but that doesn't mean that's what really happened. And we never know what will really happen until like maybe when we do die we get a glimpse of all of our lives. Maybe there's a multiverse of our lives. Um Religion though, it's a hard thing to talk about because the fact of the matter is like you're never going to please everybody when it comes to religion. And sometimes when in religion, you're gonna have people who gets really offended by something that you may or may not say. Now, there's also times where you go into a church, if you go to a church and stuff. I don't go to a church right now. I tried two churches in the last couple of years, and unfortunately, they didn't work out. Um, and I'll talk about the examples right now. So I went to one church and I went there for a while. Had a person I went to school with there, so I had relatable faces to look at and stuff. Kept going there for a while, and then um, my former marriage, I had somebody go and say something to someone who told her about my own personal life. And this is after me and her had not talked in forever. So I'm thinking, how do you know about my personal life? And kind of find out it was someone else I know, but I was part of a small group in that church, and they were the only other people besides this one other person that I told my personal stuff about. But yet my ex wife knows about it, and that got into a whole thing. But uh, come to find out, it wasn't any of them, but the way I reacted to on social media about someone exploiting it, the people from the church were kind of they were like upset and worried about me, saying I was going down a violent path. And then, like, I, I will say, I've never felt so uncomfortable walking into a church in my entire existence. Because I used to go to that church a long time when I was a little kid. Then I stopped going because me and one of the people that worked there, his son didn't get along anymore, and then I stopped going. And years later, I go back as an actual member of the church, and then, like I said, it's going great for almost a year, and then, well, not a year, like a couple months, and then it just turns, 360, 180, sorry, 180, turns 180, and it's gone. But I never felt so uncomfortable because the way I reacted on social media, when I walked in that church, everyone looked at me. It was like one of those dramatic scenes in the movie. Like, everyone just looks back. Like, oh my God, Clarence is here. Like, what's he gonna do? Like, I wasn't gonna do nothing. I was just angry, so I expressed it on a video online, how angry I was that someone that I trusted with information just goes and blabs it out to the world like it belongs to him, you know. But it's whatever, you know. So I stopped going to that church. About 5 months later, I went to another church, and it didn't really start out with me wanting to go to the church right away. I was invited to go to the church, and I needed to make some time and wanted to work up to it. But the girl that invited me, I kind of had a crush on her, and one day, like a month later, after her trying to get me to go, I'm like, hey, you know, maybe I can get your number or something, you know. And she goes and says, well, you can get my number if you go to church. I'm like, all right. I mean, like I said, I've been wanting to go to a church. It's not like I went there just for her. I went there because I wanted to find another church. You know, I go there. They have a way different platform than what the other one did, but similar beliefs that coincide with what I believe in. So I'm like, you know what? We'll give it a try. They're more old fashioned than the other one. I will deal with it. I will, you know, I'll adapt to it. It was weird because I never got the girl's number because one, her grandfather's the pastor, and I had to ask her dad for permission for her number. I wasn't gonna ask her dad for permission, and I also another thing too is like they kind of believe in like, oh yeah, they ain't gonna date unless you're part of this, and you I don't know, majorly religious stuff is. It's almost like I was being judged based off my character. And I dyed my hair blonde at the time, but it was like way more blonder than this. I walked in and everyone once again looked back like, what did he do? You know, like act like I just spat on God or something. I would never do that. I just changed my hair. That's it, you know. But and people were like, oh, looks good, you know. And then the pastor goes on about, oh well, we talked about last week and how we should never change who we are, and talking about outside appearance. I'm like, I feel very attacked here, you know. Long story short, though, I stopped going. I also ran into her a couple times because she went to the store I used to be the assistant manager at. And I don't know, the last time I saw her, and a customer behind her confirmed it. She apparently was on the phone pretending she had a boyfriend to kind of like make me, I don't know, make me jealous or something. I think she still liked me, but she knew that her family probably would not approve of this. But I'll never know because I haven't talked to her since then. Like, I haven't talked to her since, you know, I saw her at the store, but I also haven't been to that church since, I'd say, last February, maybe, if that. So, I mean, I'm not gonna cry or spill milk over because if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. But above all else, that church, I don't know. Like I said, that church and the other church I went to, I get it. There's certain things you shouldn't do and you should do, but at the same time, we were given free will. And if God really didn't want certain things in life, then I'm sure God would take care of it. If you believe in a God, if God didn't want that in their life, God would take care of it. Like, God, church should be about spreading the word, you know, talking about his stories and spreading peace, you know, not hating on people because of their skin color or sexual preference or whatever the case may be. That's not what church is supposed to be about. I know what it says in the Bible, but also we've adapted. Like, you look at a lot of things out and about. Churches back in the day when God was still alive. Sorry, when Jesus was still alive. I'm not that educated as much. Sorry for my misspeakings, but when back in those days, we didn't have the fancy clothing we have. We didn't have the Gucci's and, you know, the other fancy dressing and stuff like that. So we've adapted over time. I believe God adapts over time too. I believe if he wanted someone dead, he'd strike that person dead. If that person, or if he needed that person punished, his will, right? And that goes for all the religions, whatever you believe in. Whoever you believe is your higher power, if they didn't want something in that life, they would have already taken care of it, personally. You know? Scientology, like I said, Scientology is more people who don't believe in God, but they believe in science, which I get. And science does exist, obviously. I you know, but I just don't think worshiping a squid is the same as as that we don't know, that we only know based off of your history. And Scientology hasn't been around as long as others. Same with Mormon, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I should come up with my be like Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Come up with my own church, the Church of God. He came up with the Church of Fonz. Any Family Guy friends that watch that episode, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. I guess as long as you believe in something, I guess it's the point. But if you're a complete atheist, I can't help you there. Whenever it's your time to go, hopefully you have a safe landing. And now if you're a person that worships the devil, you gotta really think. The devil ain't here to, bump knuckles with you and be like, oh yeah, let's go drink. No, he's gonna fucking penetrate your asshole with some sticks and burn you alive. And you're not gonna die because you're gonna be dead already. You're gonna be feeling some pain. And if you're into that shit, you're fucking weird. But hey, that's you, right? But like I said, all I'm saying is religion is all about perspective, and everyone should be, when it comes to religion, actual religions, should be respectful of other people's religion. No matter if you're Jewish, if you're Muslim, if you're American, like Christian, no matter what. I don't know all of them, so I'm not going to list them all, like, etc., etc. Be kind to all, because at the end of the day, we're all human. That's just me. Of course, these are all my opinions. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger here. Just, be kind. That's the main message of God, be kind to others. And whatever you believe in, I'm sure if you're following a religion that's the right religion, whoever you believe in is telling you in whatever book or pamphlet or computer is telling you, be kind to others. And if that's not, then that's not religion, if you ain't gonna be nice. My thoughts. But hey, hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys on the next episode, which will be about food. My favorite freaking topic. Am I right, my foodies? Food. Talk to you guys later.